Proverbs 4:23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life." Let me read that again. Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. Now, in our society, people are always telling us about things that we can do to get a healthier body. Exercise this way, go on this diet, don't go on that diet, take these supplements, use these essential oils. You go down the list. There's tons and tons and tons of things. And yet, how many times are we directed to guard our heart? God tells us here that your heart is where everything is going to spring from in your life. The things that you put into your heart are going to have an impact on the things that you say, on the things that you do, on the choices that you make in every area of life. I suppose that's not very hard to understand, is it? If you ran a kitchen in which you were very sloppy in your cleanup procedures and in your preparation, well, you would get some people sick. Because if you're not careful what goes into that kitchen, then the things that go out are going to be a problem. This is the same with our heart. How good are you at guarding your heart against things that you don't want there, things that are sinful and damaging to your soul? Do you watch that movie that you shouldn't? Do you, when something pops up on the internet that isn't yours to see, do you look a little bit too long? When you find yourself in that conversation that has turned into gossip instead, do you linger, listening, instead of shutting it down and getting away from that? Thankfully, we know Jesus, that he is the only man who has ever guarded his heart perfectly from sin, and that he took that heart to the cross of Calvary and offered it there so that our sins would be forgiven. So we stand forgiven for every sin that we have ever committed. And because that is the case, let us go forward and more carefully guard our hearts so that our faith in him will remain.